We're Evan and Melanie, coming to you from Southwest Utah where we are isolating during the pandemic. This week, we explore one of the most beautiful campsites we've ever stayed at. We run into some troubles with our drone involving wind and a 500-foot cliff. And Evan has a small issue on the trail that I'm still laughing about to this day. We're probably half a mile from the van right now. Because we went out to look for service. Evan suddenly gets up and he goes, More on that later in the video. For now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
What's up?
Hanging on the side of a cliff.
What's new?
So I was thinking, I mean, do we really want to go down another layer? We're just talking like we get to the edge and then there's like another layer and we're like, yeah, we can do it. And then we keep going and going and going. And then we have to just vertically climb a wall at the end of the day.
Nelly, what's your smell?
She smelled on cue.
Is there something around? Is it a crow? Bird?
Our echo?
I think everyone in this canyon can hear us.
Including the crow across the way there. Approximately. Over there. I was going to interview Penelope.
Oh, well, she's busy right now. She's got a date with the bed.
Sandman.
Do you see her? She's using
No, you're covering her.
Oh, she's using the little thing to shield her eyes. Little blanket.
We have the door open because, you guys, these views are insane. I'm getting some fresh air. Not like we just spent the entire day outside. Nelly put the blanket over her head. How is today? Wow, scary. Look at you. You're doing the squishy eyes. How is that pillow? Did you know that it's backwards? Does it still work the same way?
Hit this snooze button this morning because we decided we're gonna just chill at this campground for a little while.
Good morning, Utah. Whoa, you're really close to me.
Wasn't ready for a close-up yet, huh? Smoothie time. You don't have to go home. Boy, you gotta drink a smoothie.
Camp was already really cool, right? But we saw a little trail and we're like, let's follow that trail and see where it takes us. And this is where it took us.
And this is not part of Yant Flats.
Now, yeah.
Or
so,
maybe it is. Maybe Yant Flats is just huge.
I mean, yes and no. So Yant Flats, somewhere beyond these ridges here. And this is like the same texture as Yant Flats, but all of the recordings and where people spend their time is not here, meaning this place is enormous and we have the whole thing to ourselves.
Nuts.
Hey, party ears. Party ears. Could you talk to me for a minute? No? Okay.
Go for it. These things aren't easy to hike up when it's not windy. A little bit of wind adds a little plus. So we just had one heck of an adventure here that we didn't expect. While we were waiting for sunset, we were doing some drone stuff, and we were on the top of like one of these little peaks.
We'll probably show a preview real quick here.
And then we're landing it.
We were trying to land it on a space where it was about, there wasn't very much room, right? So we're on like a little like nub on top of these rocks. Evan's trying to land it to my left with cliff sides all along the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And as it's landing, he was a little hesitant going back and forth. I told him, go ahead and just land it. And as it's landing, obviously the propeller slowed down. Wind gust comes and swoops it right up and throws it over the edge.
Yes.
So then began the mad hunt for an attempt to get down into this canyon that is essentially vertical drop-offs straight in. Somehow we found a tiny rock path, I guess. What would you call it?
I would call it a crevice, and
but it was made up of rocks rather than like a slot canyon.
Yeah.
Which was what all the other ones were like slot canyon drop-offs.
I kind of hiked down it for, I don't know how long that took me, but
It was like half an hour.
half an hour. It was a lot of thought process and foot selection. And
meanwhile, I had no eyes on him, and I was panicking.
but I found the drone. It's banged up. We'll show you the damage in the B-rolls, but it's banged up.
But we're here to say DJI Mavic Mini, drop it off a canyon, it'll still turn on and fly.
Somehow, I wouldn't say all of them will. I don't know how that happened. We just got so lucky. But I don't know. We still might need to repair it.
Functions.
Yeah.
We think the camera is a little crooked now, so we might be able to recalibrate it. But
crazy times.
For another day.
Crazy times. Just getting back to camp after what started off as just a normal day turned into a whirlwind of a day with the drone going down and
but we made it back home.
Climbing and
Every single single person is safe and sound.
Everyone's safe.
This vehicle contains food.
We still have our views. And the dog needs her dinner.
Scared the shit. We're probably half a mile from the van right now. Because we went out to look for service. And Evan suddenly gets up and he goes, we got gotta go. Okay. Composure.
You have any toilet paper? Get that shit off of me.
Anyway, he said we gotta go. I really gotta poop. So he darts, and I'm running after him. Anyway, he darts. I'm running after him. I come around a corner. I come around a corner, and I'm really focused on the trail. And I look up, and he said,
Stop.
Alright, to add to the story, I come to help him because he's really having a tough time. And he even took his shoes off.
That poop would have landed all over my pants. Oh shit.
Make sure to keep Nellie away.
Go grab her. Grab her.
Alright, now, wait. She has a thing for poop. Oh my god. Oh. Woo. I'd like to add that he already went this morning.
I feel great now.
Well, I'm glad you feel great because I still need to go.
You want the keys?
Take your damn old time.
You want the keys?
Yeah.
What did we eat?
You fed me a smoothie this morning.
Hey, get out of here. Get. 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 I need to cover this.
I normally carry a little bit of toilet paper, but guys, that wouldn't have been enough for that. I suggested he use his underwear. He didn't want to do away with that.
So, full disclosure, I haven't had an unplanned poop in the woods in probably 10 years. So I was trying to get well ahead of Melanie to pinch this one off before she was able to see me. But I didn't really plan that I would have to take my pants off because I knew this one was going to be a bad one. So I took my pants off. I made sure everything was clear before letting this one out. And then Melanie comes, trotting along the bush line and sees me and has this crazy reaction, which I guess she thought that maybe it was someone else. I don't know why. We haven't seen anyone in the last 2 days. But I did completely cover this turd and made it look like a gravestone so no one would go near it.
The end.
Welcome to this edition of Inside the Van. Here we have Melanie working on her laptop, Penelope snoozing like a dog, Instapot cooking up our lunch. And that's this edition of Inside the Van.
It's recording.
Just chilling on dirt road. Making sure things aren't falling apart or falling off the top shelf here. Okay, here's Melanie.
And I'm back with your news for the day. We are trying to load our YouTube video, but our service up here wasn't perfect, making it incredibly slow to load. So we're headed to town to get better service and to grocery shop And primarily, most importantly, what are we doing?
Dumping the dumps.
Dumping the dumps.
It's on overflow.
It is. It's close to the brim, guys. It's not going to be a pretty dump of the dumps. All right, so we are back
Add another hole in the
at
ground.
our favorite place. Oh yeah. That's rinse number 2, folks.
Number 2.
Ha ha ha. Alright, this is about to overflow on me. Meanwhile, we just went grocery shopping, thus chaos. She's too used to this process. That's all for this week's episode. Stay tuned for next week where we get back into mountain biking, catch sight of the biggest moon of the year, and I get bit by an ant and realize I may be allergic.